Well, good morning. Tony Virtue speaking, Virtue and Partners, and welcome to you. I appreciate many of you are watching and listening this at home in quarantine. A number of you around the world at the moment. So our best wishes and prayers are with everyone at this difficult time. We're still working normally from home, and as you can see, I'm here in the Manly office. Pitt Street office is still operating, and clearly we're making a lot of phone calls. But everything is tracking normally in the business. We're here to support you, and particularly for the elderly clients in the practice, we're making arrangements to ring you regularly just to make sure that you're okay. From a market point of view, well, equity markets are leading indicators. They move generally before events happen, and as you can see, March was very difficult. That said, markets can recover very, very quickly. There was quite a lot of automated trading that distorted markets. At the same time now, effectively global governments have put in $5 trillion of money to pay people and businesses not to work for the foreseeable future, but certainly a few weeks. Now that's a lot of debt that will have to be paid back at some time. It will also mean interest rates will stay very, very low. At an Australian level, $250 billion and counting has been put into rescue packages. You can see from my notes a summary there in the attachment of the various grants and payments that are available at this time. Obviously that will continue to change. The main highlights, I would say, is a $1,500 a fortnight payment to people who've been disadvantaged. Now, this will really help things, and this plus some rent delays, mortgage delays for 3 to 6 months as we quote unquote hibernate until we get through this, will at least mitigate some of the bigger risks there. The government's made particular steps for retirees as well. The deeming numbers have gone down. Now what that will mean for many of you now is that your Centrelink pensions will go up, and maybe for the first time some of you will get pensions and the health benefits that run with that. Now in relation to how we're going to pay for all of this, well, we are fortunate in having nearly $3 trillion now in the superannuation system. And those of you with very, very long memories will remember we used to have a 30% rule where 30% of super had to be going to government bonds. So one possibility is for the government to issue a lot of bonds that are paid for by our superannuation funds. Returns won't be great, but we certainly have the liquidity to do that. And you know, as I look around the world at the moment, Australia, we are very, very blessed. We can put people into quarantine for 2 weeks off ships and boats. We can pay people for 6 months, which is you know, an extraordinary level of generosity there. Markets, well look, let's see if after we have a bad quarter, often we have a good quarter, and it may well be the case that that markets bounce strongly from here. Obviously it's a function of how well the virus is contained. We can see from China some idea of the length of time it takes, which is possibly 3 months of a lockdown and 3 months of a recovery. So that's a very, very significant blight to markets. Countries like India, 1.3 trillion people being locked down for 3 weeks. That is an extraordinarily tough thing to do. And obviously there's a potential for social unrest at the back of this. So look, that's enough for today. I'll continue writing to you weekly, and we'll continue doing the videos as often as we need to. We're here to help you, to support you. We're working normally, and God bless you all wherever you are around the world. Stay safe. Remember, this too shall pass. We will get through this. So greetings from Tony Virtue, when experience pays.